guys, Sheri and Richerson from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, SheriandRicherson.com, and biannualblog.com. Welcome to our daily vlog. Some things have hit me today. I picked up a couple magazines when we was out and about. I'll show you which ones I got. The Old Farmer's Almanac Garden Guide, and I also picked up Grit. And I've been kind of looking through them because it amazes me that every year I have produce and stuff extra that I try to sell and it doesn't sell, and then people say, well, I didn't even know you was there. I would have came and bought from you. So one of the articles was actually how to make money, and has some really good tips in it because I have been so busy trying to chase after customers and be available whenever they want me to be available. And a lot of times people say, oh, we want this or that, and we'll be there, and they don't come. So I've already picked it. I have it ready for them. I waste a lot of time waiting around, and gee, nothing happens. So I'm getting tired of that. I decided instead to set some hours. And I'm thinking about Saturday afternoons and Sunday afternoons. Well, I'm thinking Saturday maybe, about 10 o'clock in the morning to maybe about 4 o'clock. And then on Sundays, I'm thinking about maybe 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock or something. That way, I'm not stuck here every day, all day. People cannot just show up when they feel like. I mean, obviously, if somebody shows up and they don't know I have set hours, I'm not going to turn down a sale, but you know what I'm saying. I need to spend my time a little more productively, and I need to spend time not only online working to make money, but also in my garden without worrying about having to watch when people come, because if you've seen our property, you know that the way it's laid out, I really can't see the front or the back of the house if I'm one way or the other. And we do have cameras, but honestly, trying to watch a camera when you're trying to work is a little complicated. So I'm thinking about breaking it down to hours and telling people they have to come to the front of the property, the front door, and this is where we're going to be, and have stuff ready, and making that the way it's going to be. That would also leave me free through the week to be able to not only harvest our crops, but be able to put them up. And I just think it would make things a lot simpler for me. So that's what I'm trying to do. I also realized today I do have a Facebook page. It's called Exotic Gardening Farm and Wildlife Habitat. And clearly from the comments on the page, a lot of people didn't realize that I had stuff for sale, or even the variety of items that I do have for sale. Now, of course, quantity, that's going to vary depending on, what the crops are producing, how much theft I'm having, because I have a huge theft issue, which we are trying to get the property fenced in so we can let the dogs out and not have such an issue. Make it really hard for people to get in. And I know not impossible, but, not just be able to walk up on the back of the property and help themselves to whatever it is they want. So we're working on that. I also had a friend come out today, and she wanted some of the wood that we are not using. So I let her take that, and I told her to come on back and take it all, because right now we don't need it. And if she can get some use out of it, good. Plus it gets the yard cleaned up, which is so helpful. That's one of the things I want to focus on this year, is getting things cleaned up and getting the garden going really good, dealing with some of the fruit tree issues we're having. And there's a lot of different things garden related and yard related that I really want to focus on. So, with that said, I've had an Etsy shop for years, but I don't do real good on it. So, I had put some printables and stuff, and I'm thinking about going and renewing those listings because I can see that I still have people that are looking. I have also updated my Facebook page with some of the items that I currently have that are for sale. Now, these are things like handmade soaps, handmade jewelry. I have some crochet top towels and knitted wash rags with soaps in those, kind of gift sets. Just different little items that I make here and then put up for sale to kind of supplement our money during the off season. I'm also going to go back into baking bread and making pasta for people, as well as my herb seasonings and teas and those kind of things, because, you know, I can make those ahead of time. I can make them in small quantities. I can easily package them and sell them. They do sell. And what doesn't sell quickly enough, you know, we certainly do use it. So it's not like any of that just sets and sets and sets. I know I can make my soaps up, and I go through cycles where I sell absolutely everything I have, and then people want it and I don't have it because it has to cure right. And I'm real picky about, I'm not going to sell a soap that's not cured. It doesn't last as long. It's not as quality of a product, and things have to be done the way they have to be done. And that's the way I see it. So I know some people are more about, you know, let's make the money and move on, but I really do care about the quality of the product that I put out there. So, the same way with the craft items that I make. I would rather hold on to the item and make sure that all of the glues and the other things that I use to put the item together with have really hardened and that the item is going to hold up for the people, than to rush around and sell something. I've done that in the past. I've let people rush me, and I've sold products a little quicker than what I should have. And there have been problems. You know, the glue sometimes doesn't hold. No matter what you do, sometimes glue just doesn't hold. It comes apart, and then people get upset. And, you know, I end up going back and getting the item and fixing it for them. But I've just found by slowing down and taking my time, it really does produce a better quality product. My customers are a lot happier, and that's important to me. So, with that said, I'm looking forward to spring. We did pick up some shelving today, some plastic shelving that Tractor Supply had on sale. We picked up one, and we're going to take our dining room table down to put the shelf up in its place. That way we have room to hook up all the grow lights and, you know, get these little starts going. It's going to take, according to Jeff, about 4 of these shelves to equal the 2 metal shelves that I normally use. But the metal shelves, I can't use them this year. They're in use in other places. So I was thinking, well, the plastic shelves are a lot simpler to put together than the metal shelves. Each shelf holds 200 pounds. No, they are not adjustable because, you know, they're just, the legs just pop in to the shelving and you're kind of stuck with what you're stuck with. But for seedlings, who cares? I have 2 or 3 greenhouses around here that just need to get assembled and put up. And the one that is up, I'm thinking about buying a new cover for, or trying to come up with a new cover for, because it's really secure. It's been anchored against the wind, and it's really plenty big enough for most things. So, you know, like I said, thinking about that, it will be probably 2 more months before I start moving things out into a greenhouse, because we don't have a way to get a heater out to it. without a lot of extension cords, and I don't want to do that. So that's kind of our plans. That's kind of what's going on. I do want to invite you over to our Facebook page. Again, it is Exotic Gardening Farm and Wildlife Habitat. We are located in Marion, Indiana. With that said, please subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great night.